Thank you very much for joining. This is Dr. Patrick Singh, author of 7 Steps to Greatness, and as we help people write their books. This morning, I'm pleased to be with Coach Harish Mehta. He is live from India. In India, it's already afternoon. And today this afternoon, we'll be talking about the power of you. Good afternoon, Harish. How are you?
Good afternoon, Patrick. It's been a long time. Looks like ages that I last connected with you.
Oh, yes.
Looks to be almost 2
busy.
weeks.
Yeah.
Almost 2 weeks, yeah.
You've been traveling the world. Can you tell us about your travels?
Yeah, I was away to Dubai. I did a program for a $5 billion company for 4 days with their team leaders and team owners.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed sharing Disrupt with them. And I must share with you all today that today I have chosen the power of you. The power of you needs to be elaborated, needs
Yes.
to be thought, needs to be done. So I had a great time, 4 days in Dubai, and 2 days I was in Delhi addressing a conference of Franchise India, where there were almost 42,500 people. But in my room, there were almost 200 people listening to me that afternoon on the 21st here in India. And a day prior to that, I addressed about 25 people who are trainers, coaches, mentors, and some great people. So I had some great fun sharing my thoughts, sharing my knowledge, and sharing my beliefs with people that how today I have embarked on the journey of engaging with people's minds, caring for them, sharing with them, and bringing them closer to greatness by helping them, engaging with them to find their mojo.
That is amazing. You've traveling all over the world, engaging people, getting them closer to their greatness. And that is a very great work that you do. And today you've spared this moment to talk with us about the power of you. Just before you go deeper into the power of you, can you tell us about how that fits into the disrupt model that you use?
Yeah. So, as you remember in my previous episodes, I have shared it's in your moments of decision that you design your destiny. The
Yes.
decision to conceive the thought, the decision to believe in the thought, and the decision to achieve what you have thought. From that perspective, I brought the disrupt, the dream, dare, and do. Imagine to make an impact in the lives of people through the I am meant to make an impact. And then the S, specific and significant, which I shall speak later in one of the episodes. And R is results. Every single action of yours gives you a result. And today is the U, the big fat U. And I have already spoken about P for people, P for processes, and finally we'll speak about T, technology is an enabler. So, Patrick, today, the big fat U, which stops you, which moves you. Today, I want to share why does you come into perspective.
Yes.
Every human being born on planet Earth is born with an I, and he has a purpose to serve the you. Every individual other than him is a you. The stakeholders in his life, be it his family members, be it relationship, be it job, be it in terms of the business that he's doing or the profession that he has chosen. He is here to serve you. The big fat you has to be bigger than I. And if you see in my logo, if you show my logo to the people, you will see the big fat you is always bigger than the I.
And
And
the
that's the
reason,
purpose.
yeah. So it's the biggest one in the whole model, disrupt. Yes, can say.
So
Think.
the purpose of the I is to serve the you. Now, how many of us believe in serving you? You is the stakeholders in life. I mean, your parents, your elders, your seniors. I mean, your family. In case you're married, your wife, your husband, and in case you have children, your children, and your
Mhm.
relatives. So, when you talk about the big fat you, it is there with a purpose to serve everyone you were born to serve. Now, how many of us understand that we are here to serve? The manner in which we conduct ourselves from the time we are born till the time we have a last breath. Each one of us is here with a purpose to serve people. And who are the people other than you? Closest to you is the people you are surrounded with:
Yeah.
family, relatives, friends, the business that you do or the profession that you are in, the vendors, the buyers, the sellers that you come in contact with every single day. Now, once you are addressing this, I am here to serve you. And when you master the word you, there is a commitment from you to give. The power of give comes in. The more you give, the more you get. How many of us have this power to serve the you? I will reiterate this word: to serve.
Mhm.
And to serve, each one of us has to think: am I here to serve, or they are here to serve me?
Mhm.
Am I here to serve them, or they are here to serve me? And gratitude is what I want to share with people. Each one of us today, with gratitude, should look forward to be willing to serve people. Willing comes from inside, the desire to serve. I am willing, yet I do not have the desire to serve, should not come in people's minds. Well, there's a will, there's a desire, and the desire has to be fulfilled by doing that desire, by committing that action, by doing that action which enables you to serve people. And it's a very powerful place when you belong to a place which is called I am here to give, I am here to serve. The feelings are different, the vibrations are different, the connection is different. And this is what is your purpose of serving the you.
And actually, that reminds me, as you talk about service, it reminds me one of my favorite quotes. I just remember, I've forgotten who said it, but I said, if you look around, we are here in this universe. We don't do pay anything for occupying space. So the quote goes, a service is the rent that we pay for occupying space in this universe.
Yes.
So,
Service is the rent you pay to find your place in this universe. And the
mhm,
universe, the more you give, gives you more.
mhm, mhm.
What goes in comes back to you much more.
Yes.
So we call it the giver's gain. The more you give, the more you get. And when you give without expectations, that is fulfillment. That is life. That is your purpose with the serving the you.
Mhm, mhm. So, how do you make it possible to serve, knowing sometimes you have limited resources or you might not be able to? Uh, what are kind of things that people can naturally do to serve without having to make expenditure?
First of all, I want to share with you, you have to serve yourself.
Mm-hmm,
You have to serve yourself to become a better server. Now, how do you serve yourself? By looking after taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. When you look after yourself, you have the ability to share this wellness in serving others.
Mm-hmm.
People look towards you as a person who is giving more than what he has. Now, once you get that acknowledgement from people, that means you have inside coming out to serve to people. What most often people do is they work outside inside. What
Mm-hmm.
people want outside is what you look at yourself inside. Whereas I say, what you have inside, you need to share with people in terms of your knowledge, in terms of wisdom, in terms of your sharing. And sharing is caring. The more you share, the more you care, the more you give, the more you get.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you look after every other person, which is you, by giving what you have? And you have tremendous energy. You have tremendous potential. You have tremendous knowledge. You have tremendous emotion. Just give it to people by sharing with them. And I must confess, when you are ready to serve the person who needs to be served, the universe will provide you that person. He is there and you will connect with him through the laws of attraction. That person will come in who deserves your serving, who is there to acknowledge, accept what you have to give, what you have to offer to that individual, to that group of people. And it has been happening to me like every single day. The moment I decide that I need to give to a couple of new people today, those people come in my life. As soon as I was coming back from the airport back home last night, I
Yeah.
received a message. Sir, I need to speak to you. I called up that person. He said, Sir, I am a trainer and I need to become a better trainer. I need to
Mm-hmm.
become a better trainer from what I'm doing. I said, How old are you? He said, Sir, I'm 26-year old. I said,
Wow.
What are you doing? He said, I've been training soft skills to people for the last 6 years. I
Yes.
said, Now listen to me today and decide who you want to become in the next 4 years and what particular skill you want to be proficient in, which is your niche product that you can tell people, I am the best. I'm reminded of Sir Les Brown when he says, I am the best. And when
Mm-hmm.
you keep saying that to yourself and you keep growing within yourself, you are moving closer to becoming I am the best. And when you say I'm unstoppable, that's another reason for you to keep moving on this journey of achieving that greatness which is within you. I'm so very fond of using his one liners today. What you think is what you become. I love this. And I've been talking about this in every forum that I speak. Each one of you sitting here today has an opportunity to decide what does he want in life. And when you know what you want, you get what you want. And when you know what you want well enough, the universe participates with you to give you that well enough what you want. So I'm so very thankful that I am sharing these thoughts through your channel today, that you are here to serve you, the humanity, the stakeholders of your life, the stakeholders whom you belong to. And the more you give them, the more they will care for you, the more will come back to you. The universe will participate in giving it back to you. I must confess, this has been happening 24 by 7 in my life.
Thank you very much. I wanted to ask you one question. When you're saying you serve, you give, do you do that for free, or how do you, if, for example, do it for free, how do you know that it's going to come back? In what manner?
I will confess and share today what is happening in my life today.
Yes.
I have been sharing through my pages, through my WhatsApp messages, through my Facebook and my LinkedIn messages every day. I have been sharing my thoughts by giving to more and more people. And as a result, the world is coming to know that here is a person who is willing to give. Yesterday, I mentioned this in a LinkedIn page, and today I received a message from a lady from Delhi. Would you like to give your thoughts, to share your thoughts with the underprivileged people in this world? I said, yes, I would love to give. I said, who are those people? Who are those people who are underprivileged? Define it for me. So she said, the driver's son, the housemaid's son, the cook, the guy who cooks your food, his son, the maid who comes to your home, who cleans your home, her son or daughter. Would you like to give them, share your thoughts? They are learning in schools, in colleges. And I say, I'm happy to give. Share them the wealth, the knowledge that I have, that they too need to fulfill their dreams. They too need to achieve and believe in who they are. And I'm grateful to you people to invite me to such forums and share my thoughts. And you know what? The world gives it back. I've been invited to speak for a couple of companies, and I only need to say the price that I will come for, and they're happy to give me. So now you said, how do you market yourself? The more I give to these people, the more the world comes to know that here is a person who, by engaging his thoughts, engaging his minds with our people, will help us grow. And help us grow in the terms of productivity, in the terms of profitability, in terms of growing my people to become assets. And they are happy to share with me what they wish to give from me, and in turn, I only need to say, this is my prize for coming to you, and they're happy to give it to me. So you visualize when I say, the more I give, the more I get.
Yes, I understand it now. Thank you very much for sharing those examples.
You remember last time I said I went to this company in Dubai
Yes.
and they want to engage me for 12 months.
Wow, that's amazing.
Another
And
company is inviting me to Dubai in the first week of November. They want me to engage with their leadership, their ownership, their management, and their board. I'm so happy that these things will always keep coming to me. The more I give, the more I will have. And I want you to speak about this philosophy that nature will contribute. The moment you decide that I am a giver, the nature will give you much more. And the moment you think that expectations are there, how much will I get? You stop yourself from growing, you stop yourself from giving, and you stop yourself from thinking that you are a giver. Instead, you become a receiver. And receiver will be only getting when he attracts a giver. It's
wow.
very important. It's very important.
And that's possibly what most people miss in life, that
Yes,
they want
yes, yes,
everything, they want it
yes.
paid for. Say, okay, can you do this for me? How much are you going to pay me? That kind of thing. I do remember going to Uganda 3 years ago, and because the roads are not all tarmacked, so we reached a point where the car that my brother was driving got stuck in the mud. So the village people came out, said, can you help us push this car out? They said, no, how much are you paying us? How much are you paying us? So for them in their mindset and within them, all they're interested in how much are you paying us, rather than possibly them pushing the car, helping us push the car out of the mud, and then us out of our generosity, giving them something back in return. Possibly, I'm just thinking here, of course, we accepted to pay them because we wanted to continue our journey. But if they hadn't, for example, asked for money, maybe would have given them more than what they demanded.
Yes. But Patrick, I must share, these thoughts will not come
Mm-hmm.
unless you are fed your stomach. When
Mm-hmm.
people are feeding their stomach, they do not think that they need to give because they are busy addressing the needs of the human body.
Mm-hmm.
People who have financial freedom, you see the top leaders of the world, when they were learning, growing, hungry to learn and grow, they were earning. The moment they earned more, the moment they had too much or well enough what they wanted, they started distributing to the world. It's a law of nature, I must share with you. When you're already well fed and your inside says you have now to give it back to the world. So, me and you today, together, are within that power of giving it back to the world. That's why we say the more we give, the more we have. And
Mm-hmm.
when you're struggling to meet your two ends meet, you do not have the power to think that you need to give. Yet, there are certain people in this world who are remembered for what they have done, like Mother Teresa from
Mm-hmm.
India. How she gave it back to the world by looking after poor children, ladies who have been left, and those people who had no parents. So, what I want to share with you, there are people in this world who give, and the power within them gives it back so much to people that the world is looking forward to contribute to such organizations, such charities, such places where people are willing to give so that those people who are underprivileged, cannot afford, whether it's education, whether it is living a livelihood, can be given that through such organizations, such human beings, the knowledge and the wealth is need to be distributed so that each one of us is well fed, well looked after, and well educated in this whole world. And there are people who are doing this job and they're doing it very well. And me and you today have started and embarked on the journey to give it to the people through this platform of helping, making them understand that they need to give more and they will get more.
It's great that you brought in the example of Mother Teresa because if you look at her past history or past life, you realize that she was one of the poorest people in the world, and she one of the poorest, but she had that attitude of giving. How comes that there are people even not even poorer than her, but they don't give? How did she come to the realization of what might have helped her realize that, look, yes, I'm poor and I'm going to help the poor, rather than some people who are poor now, they don't even want to help the poor. What's made the difference?
See, when you start giving, the whole world is watching. And in this world, there are a lot of good people. I know you will say there are a lot of bad people also. But there are a lot of good people who are looking forward to contribute their wealth, their energy, their power to build such organizations so that the poverty could be removed from the face of this earth. I know it's a long journey and we will have to keep moving to eradicate poverty, to eradicate hunger, to eradicate disease, and all this will happen when people who have wealth, who are in rich nations, developing countries, are helping such nations to grow and to help these people. The aid is coming from all over the world. There are organizations all over the world who come and help. We only need people who are committed, who wish to serve those poor, educate the poor, make them hygienically well off, and educate them and give them a livelihood so that they can live and grow themselves and their future, that people who are born can say that my forefathers, who were legends now, helped us and they were born poor. So these organizations today are doing well. There are certain individuals who are doing well all over the world, in every country, in every city. There are people who are willing, able, and doing this job. So the theme today, the power of you. The more you give, the more you have. Start looking at your inside. Do I have the power to give? Yes, you have. Awaken the power, shake yourself up, and move towards giving. And I promise you, the world is waiting for givers, and there are a lot of hungry people in this world for knowledge and for a livelihood. They all want to grow, they all want to live in comfortable homes, they all have also a dream. So you and me are responsible to create that surrounding where they can be able to dream and live their dreams.
Thank you very much. And just to end this, because I've been thinking through this a lot. I think one of the biggest poverties that people focus on is the material poverty. But the people who are very, very spiritually rich, there are people who are very rich to the intellectual rich as well, to the extent that if they started giving, for example, you were sharing our knowledge, which is we are giving that for away for free. If people started giving their spiritual wealth, for example, if you pray for someone and or everyone who is in a difficult situation, but I guess and I believe the biggest poverty is the poverty of not knowing that you have the greatness within you. Because once you discover that, then you'll be able to give. You'll
Those
be
who have the knowledge
there.
should rise and start sharing the knowledge. Start giving to people the knowledge and helping them to grow. Those who have wealth, those who have abundance, need to share their wealth, need to offer this wealth to communities so that they can distribute this wealth amongst those people who have no wealth, who have no dwelling places, who have no knowledge, who have no learning. So share it with those people and grow those humans who are waiting. Number two, do not waste. People waste a lot, be it food, be it clothing, be it time. So give your food, which is extra, give your wealth, which is extra you don't need, and give your clothing, which is not needed. Give your shelter, which is not needed, to those people who need. Contribute your might to those people and increase your status in life as becoming a great giver than being a receiver. You've been receiving for all these years. Today it's your time to give to people. And I promise you, there is no shortage of wealth to be distributed. You only need to be a giver. And the earlier you become, the better it is, because time is too short and you are not ordinary. You have greatness within you and you have something special within you. So show it and give it to people.
Thank you very much, Coach Harish. Thank you for sharing and giving your knowledge to us this morning in London, this afternoon in India. We're very grateful, and we always look forward to connecting with you. Look forward to hearing from you and you sharing your wisdom with us. It's always eye-opening when we hear things like this. So advice on how we can become the best we can be in this great universe. So how can we get in touch with you?
I am happy to share that I would love to speak to people, love to contribute the little knowledge that I have by sharing and caring for those people. People can reach me through an email at harish@harishmehta.com. They can visit my website, harishmehta.com, and they can also send me a WhatsApp call on +91 99 209 17477. They can also book a Skype call with me. My Skype ID is Harish Mehta 58, and I'm happy to share and give them 15 minutes of my time as and when they reach out to me. And I'm glad that through your forum, I would love to reach out to maximum people and contribute my knowledge, my wealth, my belief in engaging with their minds to grow them to become happy and caring with this world. That's my you for today, and looking forward to share my other in the next episodes.
Thank you very much, Coach Harish. We're very grateful for your wisdom and knowledge that you shared with us today. And in case you would like to connect with Harish, go and connect at harishmehta.com. And if you want to appear on this show, You Changed My Life show, get in touch with me, and I'll be able to get you on the show and share your wisdom on who or what or how and why your life has been changed. Thank you, and have a good afternoon. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.